Yay! Hi. Why'd you mute yourself, Steven?
He's chewing.
Welcome to a date
Because
with
I was chewing.
Oh, but it doesn't come across like Zoom. Yeah. Welcome to a date with fate. So
Should we start over?
time, no. Last time was pretty much just a battle. So I'm just gonna go over it quickly. Darkblade on the boat talked to or found two people who happened to be mentioning gambling with Baricia, and so you listened in, and then you mentioned that you were with the Capone's family from I think it was Goodyear. And
Goodyear also in Goodyear
Formerly.
it was the
or
Chicagoine.
Chicagoine, yeah.
Chicagoine.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, thank you.
And they mentioned if you were looking for Baricia that you should go find Stickler or MD while you're in this place you're in now. What's it called? Brom.
Yeah.
And then you got to town, and all the stuff with Celadon would have happened, and you left him, and he continued on the boat, and then you heard screaming, and there was like 50 goblins in town. You don't know why. And so you fought goblins and did some really creative battle maneuvers, including Haley. Steven or Caltherion threw Elith while she had spirit guardians going, and so she mowed down people on her way.
Oh, it was like a cannonball / bowling ball.
It was really cool. And some random people gave you 2 healing potions.
They were like, you're our saviors. What can we do for you? And I was like, you can give us some healing potions.
Well, because they were asking you if you were with if you were with the vicious spike, and you were like, no, why? And they were like, because they're our protectors.
And then we were like, oh yeah, we totally are with them.
And
We've
so then
definitely worked with them.
Then you finally got over. You can see this little map, Haley, that that's basically what the battlefield looked like, and you can see some stores and whatever. So then you got over to the sisters who had been battling too. The road's probably like messed up and stuff at this point because of the earthquakes and things. Who at first Glione recognizes Cal, and she would recognize Ulith too, I realize. And then they saw Darkblade and like immediately were on their knees, like bowing and being real respectful and stuff to her, calling her the Grand Vialta.
Markings on your face.
Yeah, and so they were going to lead you into the inn to go talk. So that's where we are. They've led you inside. So you go inside. This is the Pomegranate Inn, which you've heard about.
I love pomegranates.
Yeah, there would be some pomegranate designs throughout and stuff. It's a nice place. It's got the Huga atmosphere, and it's a cold mining town. Otherwise,
I learned
I should read
Frozen.
I learned that from somewhere else on my own, and then they talk about it in Ted Lasso.
Wow.
Actually, let me read you the description really quick.
Of Huga?
No. So again, this town, for Haley's sake and for a reminder of everyone else, so with the Bedanu River to the east forming a natural deep bay and the mineral-rich mountains all around, this area was designed to be a mining town. Similar to Bilndulm, there is still snow on the ground in places, and the air is cold. With a population close to 60,000, it's only slightly bigger than Chidga, that town that you went to after Garzon in the beginning. But the town itself feels more claustrophobic for medium-sized people. Narrow streets, mainly dwarven and gnomish architecture. There's plenty of areas in this town where taller races simply can't go comfortably. You see shops and houses that could not accommodate someone like Caltherion, and it would not be easy for Yelith or Calypsis to enter. Of course, there are taller buildings and inns, and the city hall and mining factories are large. The people here are mostly miners, smelters, blacksmiths, and other types of craftspeople, or else they work in shipping and fishing. Subsistence farming, much trade with green pastures of Zenive to the north for vegetables, but good hunting in the mountains. Not a poor town, but not grand like Bilndulm. Coming from Bilndulm to Brom, the passport check was really easy. It was just like a cursory glance, just to know who's coming in. Air varies with the wind, from the nice cold mountain smell to sulfur to smells of machinery, coal, and industry.
Also, side note, because the guards were like, so whatever, we had turned off our magical
Oh
bracelets.
yeah, you've taken your
Turn
magic off.
So we have magic now.
Yeah. So yeah, you go inside. There's people doing stuff in the inn. It's noon, so like it's about lunchtime anyway. You'd be smelling things, and your mouth's watering, as Glione and Baricia, who they're in the NPC list if you want to see them, Haley. Like, both of them bald, basically, almost hairless.
Steven.
Well, pretty much hairless, both of them. What were their? Baricia is 5'6", I think. Hold on.
Steven.
Why
No,
What?
Steven, you're 5'10". I'm just saying. I was just teasing.
Yeah, he's taller than that. Gleone's 5'8", and Baricia is 5'5", so she's littler.
Calypsis is taller than them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not the tallest of people. So they take you to their room, all in the back, like completely, like there's like a secret lock and everything, as they take you back to a place that's definitely not meant for normal patrons. And go up some stairs, and then you're in a room. And Barisi immediately goes to the window and just stands there breathing and stuff. And Gleone picks up like some treasure chest of dirt that she keeps and just starts rubbing it all over herself.
Same. I do that too.
So they like look at you and can't stop staring at Darkblade, but at first, finally, like Gleone says, there is a wash basin if you would like to clean up after the battle.
Do I have any blood on
You
me?
must. You might have, because you daggered somebody.
Cool. Awesome. I'm gonna go straight to the wash basin.
Al, am I gross?
Yes, a little bit. Yeah, maybe we should take a trip over.
DM, how
don't
big
trip.
is the water basin, and is there only one?
It's only one bathroom.
We're
Okay.
just in a line.
Yeah.
Draw that,
You
Jordan.
in for water?
Bathroom line. Yeah, like it's one of those. It's one of those cool bathrooms where the toilet is in its own room, like a European thing, and like the sink is outside. So person
Does it
gets-
have a
Big is the
bidet?
bathroom? Oh, this sink is outside.
Does it have a bidet? No,
Damn.
they're not that fancy.
Too small of a town.
Yeah, that's a
As we all know,
Dome Duel kind of thing.
Bidets are only for large towns.
Yeah.
Well, it's the beginning of the Industrial Revolution kind of era, so they are pretty new.
There's indoor plumbing is pretty impressive.
There is indoor plumbing.
Indoor plumbing. It's gonna be
So
big.
you get you get washed up and stuff, and get the blood off. That's from
Hercules.
Hercules, yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
can see
right.
the image.
It's one of the 3 fates. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Oh my god. That's amazing.
So yeah, you come back to their little sitting room, comfortable, nice sitting room.
Question, what color is goblin blood?
Probably like red or green.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't know.
Gross.
Black? Maybe black.
Red.
Like the orcs in Lord of the Rings.
Blood of angry
Oh,
men.
that's not black.
The Yeah.
Oh.
color of the goblins. Red, the color that's not black. Yep. Black, the color
Black,
kidding.
the
not
that's
red.
not red.
Yeah. So Baricia can't contain herself and is like, "How, Caltherion? Sorry, yeah, she knows of Caltherion. How come thee to be here?"
I walked.
Walk.
Gleona's
Technically,
like,
you've
"Let-"
also
100
been on
miles and then
airships
walked
and boats.
500 more.
yeah. Gleona's like, let us let the Grand Vialta ask her questions first. Grand
Who?
Vialta,
Oh.
dost thou
Um,
have any questions for us?
that is not my name. You must have me confused with someone.
The grand whatchamacallit? Sorry, hold on, let me say that in
Violta?
character. The grand whatchamacallit?
You can see by her markings that she is the Grand Vialta.
The-
We used to have these markings as well, but we are not. We were never that level. They have disappeared with our curse. Barisi's like, the ring! Give her the ring! And so, and Cleona's like, thou is the one that has it. Barisi's like, oh, right. So she goes and looks for it among her treasures. And she's like, this is a lucky little find. You see, Grand Vialta, just the other day, maybe like last week or something, I picked this up from a bet. Someone bet this, and it was meant to be. It is for ye.
Oh, the Grand Vialta, yes, this is definitely for you, and you should accept this gift 100%.
I'm going to lean into Yelith and try and just give her a physical communication of don't question anything right now.
I'm gonna do exactly what I just did, but I'm gonna make it try to as subtle as possible. Just
Oh yeah, I think let me see what I had written for Yelith's sake.
Oh yeah, can you see its aura? If it's
No,
magic?
you don't see its aura, but
I don't see inanimate objects.
Damn it.
Yelith would see. Well, I thought I wrote it down, but anyway, you for their somas, what you see is just like a light, like, and you've seen this light before when you could see this particular bluish white light. That appears to be their soma. So, what did you, Cal? What did you say you were doing?
I hadn't really decided. I kept it vague because I didn't know.
Okay.
I'm going to, I'm going to grab I'm going to take my hand and kind of just put it on her knee so that nobody sees it, and just kind of hold her in place to try and signal to her not to do anything crazy right now.
I am just I'm small, little, like my tiny little. What not these are knuckles. What are the joints? Finger joints.
Yeah.
And they're just like
What are these
slowly,
joints?
like just slightly, lightly, like on his hand.
Theresia like hand gives you the ring, Darkblade, and there is a blinding white light. Everyone sees this. You cannot see anything in the room at this point.
Oh my gosh, we're all
And once
Elith.
it dims, yeah, you're all blind. Once it dims, you see.
Yelith was like, "What's happening? Why are you all not talking?"
Wait, what's happening, guys?
Okay. So once it dims, the ring that had been a ring with 4 crystals on it, the ring itself, the metal falls to the floor, and the 4 crystals have become one. They've fused together. Calypsis, in your head, your senses blend together, feeling and hearing wind, the sea, visions of many mages lifting a mountain from the earth, waterfalls flowing into the sky, libraries, and a much, much larger version of this small crystal. The crystal shines until you get a sense of betrayal, sadness, and a strong feeling of violation. The crystal is then buried in earth, covered in vines, and finally you feel one last lingering sense of loss and separation as an adventurer cuts into you
Guys,
and
wait,
removes
can
you
you
from
hear
your
me?
hole.
Because I suddenly lost sound and can't hear you at all.
Yeah. Oh, you're
Great.
good.
Awesome. Perfect. This
Now
is
we
the
can hear
best
you.
news ever.
So for everyone else, after seeing this blinding light, you would just see Calypsis in a trance for about 30 seconds. To Yelith, it's like Calypsis disappeared and another person stood in her place. Someone with an intensely bright and powerful soma, just like the sisters.
My little joint knocky movements get a little bigger and quicker. Just looking up
Felicia and
now.
Cleone just stand there like in awe.
Is what happened?
Who are you asking?
I'm asking. I'm looking at Baricia.
I'm like the room. Okay, got it.
Yeah. And she's got like tears in her eyes, and she's like, "This is the answer we have been seeking." She is our leader.
What? What do you mean, leader? What is happening?
Oh, there is so much to explain. Cleone's like, "Let me try, sweetheart. Okay. Darkblade? That's what you said your name was?
Yes.
Clearly you or whatever. Thou art a descendant of thou belongest to the same sect of people that we do, which is so thou understandeth, thou knoweth of Tapuala, correct?
Of legends, of basically what everyone knows, nothing in detail.
The way Tapuala was founded was kind of like there was a mythical land a long time ago that they called Netheril. But anyway, it's similar to that. They found one of the giant, what they called mytholos at that time, and they restarted it somehow. This, I don't know. I don't know the history of how they got it going. What I do know is that it involved cutting off a mountain, and the people that lifted it up became the Vialtas, which is what we belong to. And you, with your markings being, or whatever it's hard to keep that in mind. Thou with thy markings being as long as they are, you are descended from the Vialta, what we called the Vialta or the Grand Vialta, which, in other words, like thy family is the high priest, the high, if thee wishes to use such a word. It is more than that, but that is the best way to describe it in this
That
circumstance.
can't be right. I was brought to an orphanage when I was a child. I don't have any family.
We do not know what happened to your parents, obviously. Perhaps. I wonder if
You guys, I love the Princess Diaries.
Barisia's like, do you think that he did it? And Cleone's like, I don't know, but I would not put it past him.
He who?
Barisia's like, there's this man, this elf that is like really high up in the reclamation. And if thee ever seeth him, he also beareth the bright markings around his eyes. It is possible that he has been, although we did not know that your line survived, but I wonder if he did.
Do you mean Fekazol?
Oh, so thee is acquainted with him.
I take my
What
hand
great
off
pleasure.
Ulith at this point.
Ha!
It's like a teapot lid.
And Cleona's like, we do not know for sure. We still need him. But
What do you need him for? What is he worth? Why? What's happening?
Actually,
we
I would
need
like
him.
to know the answers to those questions as well. Ulith, keep asking questions after this.
I love asking questions.
You see, and like she's continuing to rub dirt all over her. Cleone, we are cursed, and it is our fault. And we cannot die until all of the parts are given back to the big crystal, the Mythalar. And that means Fekazal too. We need him. We do not really work with him, but we have worked alongside him through these centuries so that we may use him in the end. We need him to give up his magic. Oh, there is so much to explain.
I don't think he's planning on giving up magic anytime.
No, but
No.
okay. I'm gonna just take the red lines that I'm seeing right now and put them on the cork board in front of us. Metaphysically? No, metaphorically.
Metaphysically? No.
And there's always been a corkboard there.
Always cork. No, I'm losing it. Red strings. Oh, no. Okay, so he needs to give up his magic. Does it specifically have to come from him? Because crazy thing. Don't know if you've been reading the news. I know I haven't. I've just been listening to it. But
with your
he's
podcast.
making this with my podcasts. He's been making this machine that is supposedly taking people's magic away. Do you think he's trying to make like a magic power cell to offer up so he can keep his shit while giving up other people's shit? Also, how old are you?
Baricia just starts laughing, and she's like, "A machine to take away magic? He don't need that. He does it because it's part of who he is. No, he does not need to invent anything. See, Fekazal was born with a kind of anti-magic. What's the best way to describe this? Cleona's like, again, sweetheart, let me do this, okay?
Is she the older sister?
Yeah. And Baricia just like pouts by the window, and Cleona's like, Fekazal was born, yes, with some kind of anti-magic. I believe as some kind of experiment. Obviously, as an elf, he was born and he is older than us, and even at that time was older than us. By the way, how old are we?
Yeah, you said you can't die because you're cursed, so I know that's rude. You're not supposed to ask ladies these things, but I'm asking these things.
Well, at the time before the crash, I was 28 years old.
Wait.
Hold the phone.
Hold on. I have a question for you.
You
This
were
may
there?
seem like a little silly
yeah.
question. But when you say the crash, do you mean like the original crash of Tapuala to now, and then like now and you were there at that time when it had to crash?
Or do you mean like the stock market crash that happened like 20 years ago?
Right. This is the question that I also have.
No, this is why I must talk about the history of Fekazal first. Well, sort of our history too.
Wait. Hold the phone. you're not going to answer the question because you're going to answer the question later, or you're not going to answer the question and I have to sit here wondering if you mean like, oh no, I got into a little buggy crash.
So is
Now I have
Darkblade
lost.
really
Bugs
old?
crashing.
Honestly, I have lost the line
What?
of that questioning. So what was that question again?
Do you mean the
From who?
original crash of Tapuala? Like, were you there?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness!
we are from Tapuala.
You are older than you look. Okay, thank you.
Yes. No, that was about 300 years ago. So you do the math.
I'm sorry, I can't
328.
do that.
It is okay, Darkblade. Darkblade, you do not need to worry about this, okay? We will handle the math part for you.
Well, I have a question about Darkblade.
Yeah,
So-
about me? From me or
Are-
from them?
No, from them about you. This is
Got
gonna be
it.
weird. So, Darkblade is a descendant, not there from the crash. So Darkblade's not like
No.
2,000 bajillion years old, right?
No,
think-
at the time.
She just said the crash happened 300 years ago.
You know, I don't always hear
Okay,
numbers.
But you know what? Those could be just next to each other. I wouldn't know.
I was going
No,
to say.
I don't know.
No, at
I'm
the
sorry,
time.
I know.
You, listen to me, please. Okay, at the time, the Grand Vialta was named Talush. That is your ancestor, and we
Talush.
betrayed her. We betrayed
Why'd
her
you do
by.
that?
We were tempted.
By what?
Baricia looks sad too. They both look sad. We took from the crystal. We were guards. We, as Lesser Vialta, we were guards of the crystal, guardians, and we did not uphold our oath. That is why we are cursed. But probably because of seeing us, what we did, lest anyone else get there first, that is when Fekazal struck. And that he pushed his anti-magic into the crystal and took out magic from it. And that is what caused the crash, I believe. Carisi is like, yeah, pretty much. I don't know what else could have done it. And
So-
Dylan is like,
The large crystal that ran the entire excuse me, kingdom was taken down by you and Fekazol. And you say we, do you mean just you two?
no, our sisters as well. We have 2 other sisters. They're not here right now. They are preparing for. Actually, it is an interesting plan. But that we'll talk about that later. We took from the crystal, but we did not harm it to the extent that Fekazal did. By putting his anti-magic inside it, it couldn't float anymore. And when it crashed into this land, I believe it is that anti-magic being amplified inside the Mythalar that is why there is no magic. That is why magic is so weak in this land.
I'm sorry. Can we, for 1 second? You said Fekazal doesn't need a machine because he has this anti-magic and he puts it in the thing and blah 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 blah. But he has
did
a
get rid
machine.
of it. No, he does not. He has to absorb and continue to absorb magic, because it is not in a way natural to him. What is natural
so
to
he
him
has-
is his anti-magic. He has to, like a vampire, take magic.
Oh, yes, he has anti-magic. But okay, but all of this is to say, why does he have a machine? What is the machine doing if
There is no machine. I don't
like-
know where you get this idea from.
there's
Because
no
there was a
okay?
machine, and
Cal,
they
I think it's
reported
just
on a machine.
Cover.
But Simon and the other alchemists said that they worked on it, or Simon worked on these. These are anti-magic. They're not on right now, but these work. These prevent us from magicking.
Farisia's like, oh, right, the rally. Yeah, they were talking about having some kind of new invention that would take away magic permanently. Is that it?
Oh, I didn't hear the
Yes,
permanently
yeah.
part.
Yes, that one.
Well, Fekazal can do that at any time. And if he's got alchemists working on it, then, I mean, that makes sense. Other people can't do that. But, like, he can do that anytime. So it would have probably been some kind of trick.
So his entire religion that he's built, where he's collecting magic from people and magical races, and also buying back magical items, it's all to steal magic for himself?
He hasn't built this thing. That's the reclamation. He just joined on to them. He saw
So
worth in them.
Separate situation that are just alongside him.
The separate racists got it.
Yeah, that dwarf Kirtil was like building up the reclamation beforehand, and Fekazal thought it would be a good opportunity, he said.
Have you been in contact with him this entire time?
Gleon is like, usually it is I who am the one in contact with him, yes.
Why are you still talking to him? You feel bad about betraying her ancestor Toulouche, and yet you're still working with the guy that basically destroyed your entire civilization and cursed you?
Yes, I have to say this does not make a lot of sense in my brain.
I can see that. Like I said,
that sounded like just a put off. I'm just saying, okay?
We need to find a way to keep him in our good graces, or that we stay in his good graces, that we can, in the end, bring him to what we believe is in the Feywild, that he will go with us.
What?
You see, Cal, it is your friend, Javara, that stumbled upon this. She and I were very close, you know, and from her, this is how I learned that, and the fact that there is a Fey calling itself the Vialta, I mean, it is a no-brainer.
Cal, who is this friend of yours?
She was a mentor of mine. We traveled together, and she unfortunately passed in a catastrophic accident. But yeah, I'm not surprised that she knew this kind of stuff. She was very knowledgeable and always researching. And wow.
I hold Cal's hand.
This doesn't make sense. There's no way I would be connected to any of this.
Why not?
I've never even heard. I don't know my parents. There's nothing has ever connected to any of this ever at all.
But how?
Well, you're connected now.
If thou weren't raised in an orphanage, how could there have been a connection? But you see what happened when you touched the crystals. They became one. Is that not connection enough for you?
It must have been, I don't know, something that could have happened to a bunch of certain people. Maybe I just fit the right conditions in that moment, but how could I be possibly connected to any of this?
Why
Listen,
does
you
that
have to
bother
understand that
you?
it's a lot to spring on a person that all of a sudden they are the Grand Vialta of the place they're not even really sure they believed existed. And also they don't really know what the Vialta is until this exact moment. So, this is a lot. And, Darkblade, I want you to know that I am here for you. And if you want to confess all of your deepest, most innermost thoughts about this, I will write it into a beautiful ballad about you.
See, Kira, you
I
had me in
hold-
the first half, and then you lost me in the end.
I hold Cal's hand. I'm holding 2 Cals in both hands.
2 cows.
2 cows. I can understand if you would like to step out for some air or something.
Wait, who said that?
By
Was it
the
Earth
that's Glione, the Earth one. By the way, food would have been brought to you. I meant to say that a long time ago because it
Oh,
is
great.
lunchtime,
We
and
love
so
food.
yeah.
Yum yum, food.
Well, while we process all of that, may I ask, what are we supposed to do with this information? Why are you telling us all of this?
Why? Because she is the answer to our prayers.
If I was the
Okay,
answer to your prayers, why would my parents just leave me there? Why wouldn't you find me sooner? I was just left. I didn't know anything I was connected to.
Parisia's like, but we believe they were killed. Were you told they left you?
I was just dropped off in the middle of the night, newborn, on the night of an eclipse, and no one saw what happened. I
Okay.
don't know what happened.
Darkblade, not to be like choosing sides or something, but I was dropped off in the middle of an eclipse as a newborn does kind of give savior vibes.
It is possible that somebody else dropped you off, not thy parents.
Like, do you have
If
any,
I
I don't know,
don't
strange
think-
scars or something? Like, were in this beautiful battle for good and evil, and all of a sudden you were like this baby in this orphanage?
I don't know about scars. All I have are these markings.
Well, that's kind of the same thing now that I think about it.
Is there any way I could find my parents with this crystal, this... Fuck did you call it?
It's crystal. I mean, I haven't said
Netheril?
anything else.
Oh, Netheril, the other place that was called
Mythalars.
before.
Mythalars or something.
Yeah,
right?
so the Mythalar is the when it's its giant form.
Oh. I got yawned really hard. Sorry, you guys. I apologize.
Oh, I missed
I
it.
thought it
Well,
was a
again.
reaction, sorry.
There, part of it was a reaction, and then it turned into a yawn. So at first I was like, oh, and then went, oh.
Gleona's like, it wasn't really meant for that kind of thing. Its power was in supporting life in Tapwala. But perhaps if they can attune with it, something might come from that.
If I attune with this crystal, this Mythalar, is that what it's called? Sorry, I keep immediately forgetting the
Yeah,
names
that's
of
right.
them. This Mythalar,
That's right.
does that put magic back into the land? Does that make the magical races?
Well, if they put it back in the rest of it, yes. Our plan is to get to Tapwala remove the anti-magic, essentially kill ourselves, and put the crystal back.
Okay, wait. Why have the killing of the self part?
Because we have parts of the crystal inside us. That is our curse.
Oh, well. So you're just like, okay, I guess it's time to be done. That sounds very depressing.
Child, we have been around for 300 years, more than any human is meant to. We are ready.
Okay, but there are lots of creatures that live longer than 300 years.
That
You're
is so, but
human?
we are human. Yes, we are human. We
I
were human.
definitely said that in Amanda accent. Sorry, you're human?
Oh.
I'm only human.
Varisia's like, you don't understand. It's not just the living, the sort of living part. We can't eat. We are like bound to our elements. You see me standing at the window here. She can't like be away from unclean. I mean, she has to be out in the earth all the time. Our two other sisters, they can barely withstand. Like Kanaz has always got to be in the water. Like the Rukon, she's always eating stuff because she got to keep her fire going, and she can't really go places. She can't like enter town because she's too hot. And I mean, she's kind of hot in that other way too. But
I was going to say I also have this problem sometimes, but we just disguise and everything will be okay.
But like, this is not a lie. We can't eat. We barely sleep. Like, I mean, we are. Yeah, we're cursed.
Okay, but like, what if instead of you dying, we just break the curse and then now you are not cursed anymore?
We would have to give up our crystals anyway, so it's probably going to kill us.
Right, but you don't know for sure.
That's true.
Okay, so new plan, we save your lives and we make the crystal whole, and that is better than your plan, which is where you all die.
Except for Fekazol, he could die.
Oh yes, Fekazol could die. He is not the one that I am worried about.
Fekazol has to volunteer to die in order for this plan to work.
Can we just smash him against the crystal?
Yeah, I'd like that one.
This is why we were roommates.
We have the same plan.
Well, he can't be killed just the same as us, so...
If I take a sharp part of the crystal, run it through him, and attach it to the crystal, I feel like that should work as well.
Yes, it is kind of like, one of those magnet things. You just push it in and then you pull it out and it is fine.
I don't know what a magnet is, but it feels like it would work to me.
We have never gotten the chance to do any of this, so we can experiment if thee wishes.
Well, here's my plan. If it doesn't work, why don't we just torture him to the point of him giving up his...
Oh, this is also a very good plan, Darkblade. You truly are the Grand Vialta.
I definitely took a course in anatomy, so I could do like some crystal surgery.
My character would not laugh at that, but that's fucking hilarious.
I have a question. The goblins, are they part of this, or were they just coincidental?
They both sort of laugh, but Bricia laughs more at that too, and she's like, the danger of having this thing around, they are drawn to it. There have been other attacks since we've been here. So by you taking this crystal, be aware, monsters will be drawn to it.
Oh, but we...
Are you just leaving it with us, or are you coming with us?
It is thine by right.
But are you going with us to find Tapuola if that's what we're doing?
Oh, well,
I was just hired to find this ring and protect them. I don't want any... This is too much. This is too big for me. All I need to do is protect those who need protection.
But Darkblade, think about it.
Oh, thou art one of those humble types, aren't thee?
Wait, but Darkblade, listen. All of the things that you have done have kind of been training you to be like whatever this thing is, isn't it? I mean, you have protected all of these people, and now, as it turns out, you have a whole nation of people to protect.
I don't want a whole nation of people to protect. And this grand Violta thing, a priest, there's no way I'm any...
Okay, but remember how,
He
like,
does
you...
not.
Oh, no, it's okay. You could talk.
I was just going to say he does not need to stay and rule over Tapwala if he does not wish it, though it would be nice.
Sorry.
Darkblade, listen, okay? Let's just sort of go back a little bit because, listen, I am a storyteller. I am very good at stories, and so now it is my turn to tell you a story about yourself, okay? Once upon a time...
if you sing a song right now, I swear to the gods.
There once was a little baby kid was dropped off in a little shed. Then she was taken to this orphanage. Oh, said the weatherman called to bring us sugar and tea and rum.
Parisia's like,
What
I
does it
like
have to-
this one.
Turns out was the night of the eclipse. Yes, Elith.
I think maybe we just need to take a walk and just digest some of the words you threw at us.
I agree with that. I think maybe we should go process in motion.
Yeah. I have one last question before we process. So, you're kind of working with 4 Bekazal. And you're kind, which means you're kind of working with 4 my Professor Theresa Quintel, kind of.
Who is that?
Never fucking mind.
I'm rolling history and wisdom.
Crushed your dreams immediately.
No,
One
but
question, three
Baricia
words.
knows, and so she's like, "No, oh, that's his girlfriend." And Gleone's like, "Oh, right."
So much like that term. Is there a sect of people at Fekuzal maybe trying to get revenge on?
The revenge that he wanted, he got by putting his anti-magic into the crystal and becoming like everyone else, as he always wanted.
Why was
He
he
was angry
so
at
against the Violtas?
He is a Vialta, but he was not allowed to serve because of he could not get near the crystal with his anti-magicness. He could not serve.
So he was an outcast within a community that valued the magic over anti-magic, without seeing any value in his being pretty much all he grew up and then became a supervillain. Cool, tight, awesome.
Parisia's like, wasn't he like experimented on? That's why he has it. Glenn
Well,
is
there
like,
you fucking go. That's probably what did it.
Elith, look at you and your language.
You know, that's why we need to digest the words.
Gleon is like, I believe his aims now are just to get the reclamation to Tapwala off them somehow and take over and make Tapwala into some kind of new country that it wasn't not meant to be.
So he wants to be the new Grand Violta.
But he cannot do it alone. That's why he needs the reclamation. Parisia's like, it's kind of funny, isn't it? Because the reclamation is all against magic and stuff, but he's like using them to get magic.
Yeah, it's hilarious that they're creating a marginalized community of oppressed races. Do I have the crystal in my hand?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
And the ring is still on the floor. The metal part is still on the floor.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up the metal part, put it in my hand with the crystal, grab Kira's hand, and put it in there. Be like, here, it was my job to get it to you. And then I'm gonna storm out.
I love that.
We will go digest.
Yes.
I will walk.
Yeah, let's go, Kira.
Okay.
Make sure that the proprietors know that you are with us.
Wait, what did you say, Haley?
I said I'm good with the digesting.